At first, I feel silly practicing with Grace. It is cold, you will need a sweater. Is it windy? The sky is cloudy. But then I start to like being able to put into words the thoughts that are in my head. Grace feels the same way. She tells me, "But do you worry that you're going to forget your mother tongue?" It makes me smile the way Grace calls Korean her mother tongue. That means Arabic is my mother tongue, and it is my mama's tongue, but I've never thought of it that way before. No, I say, because I've also never thought I would forget it. What word would you miss the most? She asks. I laugh and shake my head. I'm not going to forget a single word. And then Grace gives me that look that I've seen before on Layla's face, on Sarah's face, even once on Fatima's face, like they are waiting for me to understand something they have already learned. I don't think you have to forget in order to learn, I say, making sure my English is perfect. Grace smiles at this, and I think she's proud as I am that my English is getting better every day. Chapter 21. Bad news doesn't happen in real life the way that it does in the movies. In movies, you are warned. The music gets scary, the sky goes dark, and you can see the shadows coming in. But on the day Mama tells me that Isa is gone, the sky is bright. And I'm happy because in math class, my teacher, Mr. Anderson, asked me a question in front of everyone, and I got the answer right. In English, in front of everyone. So when I burst through the front door of Uncle Mazen and Aunt Michelle's house, which I'm beginning to think of my house too, I am not expecting to find Mama waiting for me in the big chair by the big bay window, her face illuminated by the watery winter light. She stands up from the chair and hugs me tight, so tight that I swear I feel a baby inside of her kicking against my stomach. No scary music, no thunderstorm. This is my warning. What is coming next is going to hurt. She tells me Isa has left home. And when I try to interrupt her to say that I already know that, she interrupts me right back, her eyes flashing, stunning me into silence. She tells me that Isa has left to go to another town, one of those towns taken over by men who are fighting with the government and who are also fighting with people like Isa, ordinary people who only want to see Syria grow up into a better version of itself. Where? I ask. I want specifics. I need to be able to imagine him. There is a panic climbing up my spine, crawling into my chest. I feel like screaming, but I can't even open my mouth. Near Aleppo. Mama's voice is barely a whisper, but her words thunder in my ears. Aleppo. Even a girl like me, a girl who likes movies more than news, a girl who didn't pay much attention to what was happening, knows Aleppo is synonymous with war and death. Mama hugs me and I hold her back. Sometimes all you can do is hold on. Chapter 22. I wake up early, tiptoeing out of bed before Mama rouses from sleep. We still sleep on the same queen size mattress. Aunt Michelle is always offering to get another bed for me, to rearrange the room, to make it more comfortable for us. I used to think that at any moment I was going to feel ready to sleep in my own American bed. But ever since I heard the news about Isa, I can't imagine not having the security of Mama's solid body there in the middle of the night. When my sleep breaks and I am filled with the terror of not quite knowing where I am or where I'm going, I wrap my arms around her and I hold on. I hold on to that feeling of home. But in the early mornings, I summon my courage to leave the sleepy security of our shared bed and climb down the stairs to the kitchen where Aunt Michelle is always already awake, nursing a big mug of coffee, staring out the window into the backyard where the trees have recently shed their limbs and in a certain light the branches look like snakes wriggling against the sky. Someday I'm going to be brave enough to ask Aunt Michelle what she is looking for. Until then, I am working on being brave in smaller steps, opening my eyes and seeing and learning. Aunt Michelle has started leaving Uncle Mazen's newspaper out for me to read, and I comb through the articles that I know he has